One of the questions we've been asked the entire year is about your former teammate, Seth McLaughlin. He's played uncharacteristic. He has been playing like the Seth we've seen the past 3 years. And before now, he's been very dominant. We saw what he did against Jordan Davis. It was a thing of beauty. What could be causing him to regress a little bit this season? And how can we somehow find comfort that he's going to be back to being Seth again?
A lot of what you might be seeing, and I don't know this for sure, but I believe it could be some of the new pieces he has around him, getting used to the guys. You might have to communicate a little bit more with Proctor on one end. You got Darian on his right, and he's able to communicate with him. But just overall, it's kind of everything's brand new. New quarterback, new OC. And the longer, like we've been saying, the more the season goes on, the longer everything gets in the season, you start to get more comfortable. Guys start to understand their role. They understand their assignment. You don't have to communicate with them as much. And now as a center, you can focus on making the call for the running back and not having to make the call for the 2 tackles or the guards on the inside. You put a lot of pressure on him if you're just relying on him to get, at least 6-7 guys lined up at once. So everybody's kind of got to pick up their communication around him.
Here's one of the things that a lot of people don't take into account. When you have a mobile quarterback, it's a lot more difficult to block for a mobile quarterback than it is a pocket passer. A pocket passer is just going to step up in the pocket the moment it gets hot. With the mobile quarterback, you don't know where he's going to go. And that's when you see a lot of holding calls, because a lot of linemen, they'll be blocking and the guy takes off. And next thing you know, the defender sees it and you're caught holding because you're trying to hold him in place because you don't know where he's going. And for a defense, when you play against a mobile quarterback and you know that that's what happens, a lot of times you play the game so that you get unnecessary holding calls you would normally get. It's all a matter of playing the game. So you expect to see a lot of that, but tell people how difficult it is to block for a mobile quarterback opposed to a pocket passer.
Yeah, so I had Mac, and of course Mac was more of a pocket passer. You kind of knew where he was in the pocket. But then the next season, especially when I moved out to tackle, I had Bryce. And there was a couple of times I just would talk to Bryce and figure out where he wanted to be if I were to lose my guy. Would he want me to push him upfield so he could step up and then break out to the right? Just getting a feel of where he's going to roll out in the pocket. So you got to have that communication so you know what your quarterback's comfortable doing once he's under pressure. And
then you got to understand some defensive linemen and linebackers, they're trained that if a mobile quarterback takes off and that lineman is holding you, you act your ass off. You're in LA at that point. You are doing your best acting job because all you want the referee to do is throw the flag and back them up 10 yards anyway. That's the next best thing when you're playing against a mobile quarterback.